Okay, so I took the fuel rail out of the car because I wanted to test the fuel injectors and see if they worked, and then also to reseal them. So, and maybe clean them up a little bit because they're in pretty rough shape. So here is what I am doing to test them. It's okay. So grab the 12-volt plug and attach some alligator clips to it. So I got a positive and negative, and we're going to test and see if we hear some clicking in them. Well, so come here. I need you to hold this. So I just need you to focus in on what I'm doing. So I just take the negative, click it on there, take my positive, and when I touch this, I should hear it click. So that means that injector works. So I will work on cleaning them out, and I'll test the rest of them and see if they all work. Okay, so I've got my setup here to clean out the fuel injectors. Rick, you'll get a kick out of this. Gonzo, thank you very much for showing me how to do this. So basically, ketchup bottle from dollar store, pack of 2 for $1. 5/16 inside diameter hose, a jar, and then I just used a 12-volt plug. I think it's like 500 milliamps or 50 milliamps, something like that. Put that on to the negative. And what you do is you fill the hose up a little bit. And I can't really film this and do it at the same time because you got to squeeze the bottle. You'll notice it's kind of squeezed. All right, so finally I decided to go ahead and just get my tripod. So I am going to just squeeze this bottle, and then I will touch this and hopefully and then just run it dry. And the fuel injector is clean. There you go. So I'm taking these fuel injectors apart, and you can see, I mean, they're just in rough shape. You know, a little bit of cleaning up, and I think they'll be fine, but they do definitely need to be cleaned up. I'll clean this up with the Dremel and everything, but you can just see that seal, that O-ring is just completely cracked. I mean, who knows, those could be the original ones, you know, that are 34 years old or 37 years old, 83, right? So 37 years old. So we'll go keep cleaning. All right, so we're finished cleaning all of them. That was what came out of it. How dirty and nasty that is. So those are clean. So I'll work on just cleaning them up, making them look better. I'll clean these edges a little bit as best I can, you know, with Q-tips or something like that. Just be careful of the port. Get those cleaned up. So I also wanted to just show you, you know, your O-rings are supposed to be nice and spongy. These are hard as rocks. So they've got a little bit of bend in them, but they are tough. So next step is just using just the Dremel and some wire wheels and just cleaning these up a little bit, make them look a little better, I guess. So we'll move on to that. All right, so I just wanted to show you. Just took a little wire wheel real quick. Cleaned one, non-cleaned one. Took about 2 minutes. I still have more cleaning to do, but that difference is unbelievable. Get all that rust off of there. So we'll keep working on them. All right, so we've got all 4 of the injectors somewhat cleaned up with the Dremel. So I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming I bought a thing at Harbor Freight. I bought that at Harbor Freight and thought it was a good deal, but these wheels the wires kept flying off of them, kept hitting me in the face. So I went through a couple of wheels just trying to get that rust off. Finally, finished up with the 3rd wheel here. So I'm not sure if that's just Harbor Freight or if that's Dremel as well, but it seemed like the faster it went, the more the wires flew out of the brush. So, but all right, we'll get some mineral oil and we'll start cleaning up around the ports and everything, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm just using some mineral spirits. I'm also going to use some contact cleaner. You can see there in the background, but just cleaning up the surfaces here with the mineral spirit. You can see the difference between clean and not clean. Let's see if we can get that to focus. There we go. So I'm just using, I just got a dish here and just using some Q-tips, being careful of the injector ports. I mean, look at the difference between that. That's just unbelievable. So got a couple of them done. We'll just keep going.